Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Forer from TradingWinds.com, and this is our market update for April 15th, 2024. Let's take a quick look at how the market did today. As you can see on the right side of my screen, it is a sea of red. Now, it didn't start out that way. We were actually up nicely this morning. The Dow was up 300 points, and we saw a swing of almost 600 points there, ending lower here by 270. The S&P down almost 70 points. And you can see near the lows of the day, right? NASDAQ, same thing, down 315. Here, the Russell down 30 points. It was an ugly finish to the day, just around 1 p.m. Eastern or so. Things started to fall apart and they went south very quickly. If you look at crude oil, it was lower much earlier in the day, challenged that 20 and completely bounced. It's just down 2 cents now. I mean, it made it all back. That is a very bullish candle. Gold, which was negative this morning, ended up higher by 25 points here. Silver up over 2% on the day. So big moves. Bond yields up across the board, as was the dollar. And dollar, look at that, just above that key level we're talking about. It is at 106.21 currently here. The VIX at 1922, so a big bounce there as well. So overall, a down day. You know what led this? I mean, Goldman Sachs came out with earnings before market open and absolutely blew earnings away. I mean, it was a great report. I did not hear if they lowered their guidance or not, but whatever it was, the market did not like this. I mean, it gapped up, no question. It was a huge gap at the start, which was great. It went higher and then turned around and fell apart. Now, it still ended up with a healthy gain, almost 3% on the day, but that is not a good looking candle. And closing back below the 20. So that didn't help. And there was news out. Apple's global iPhone sales expected to be lower by 10%. There you go, down over 2% today. Now it is approaching that 20. If it gets below, look out. If it gets below 165, that is the key level we've been talking about on Apple. We should see much more selling if it dips below 165. Tesla announcing they're cutting back on about 10% of their workforce. Ignore these signals here. These are items I was sharing with the individual that's programming our Victory 2.0. So I was just using Tesla as an example. So ignore that. But right here, Tesla falling apart after announcing that they're laying off about 10% of their workforce, down almost 6% on the day, down a little more after market close here. The Trump Media and Technology Group taking a beating as well today. Again, they're announcing the sale of more shares. That is never a good thing here. Down almost a little over 18% here. So it was is a very negative day overall. When we look at again the higher time frames, the Dow now 2 days in a row below the 20 and following through on Friday's close. So we have the daily and the weekly now in line below the 20. Are we there on the S&P yet? Nope, we are not. Same with the NASDAQ. The Russell certainly is. So the Dow and the Russell below on daily and weekly. The S&P and the NASDAQ not quite yet, just below on the daily so far.